And here we go. We got ourselves a 1 versus 1 match against GingerBrianMan playing as Anders versus a Jerome that is Apple Pie 57. Put in your money. Who do you think is going to win this game? GingerBrianMan or Apple Pie 57? Let me know in the comments down below. And here we have it. How do I get off of this? A follow cam. I'm learning this as we go, folks. On the bottom side as blue, we got ourselves Apple Pie 57 playing as Jerome. And on the opposite side, hold on, I'm trying to figure this out as we go. All right. And on the opposite side, playing as red as Anders, we have GingerBrianMan. Oh my gosh, here we go, folks. We got ourselves a 1v1 that I am commentating myself over here. Going to be learning the controls as we go, turning off the fog of war so we can see everything in the map. And as you can see, is double supply. Well, actually, yeah, double supply with the generator coming down with with GingerBrianMan. And it would be nice if I could just... Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure this out. And with Apple, he's getting himself a mini base right away with also double supply with the gen. So the big difference is that GingerBrianMan right now is going for the armory, trying to get his leader out to the fast as possible, I'm guessing. So other Marines are coming out around the map. Let's go ahead and see the point of view of what Apple's doing right now. His armory is coming out as well. Brian's still working on his armory. Gen is being upgraded, and let's see if he's going to get himself a second gen over here with the resources that he has. It doesn't really look like it as of right now. It does look like he's going to go ahead and go for the Spartan instead. No mini base has been grabbed by his side, and so trying to figure out how this is going to play out. Right now, not much is going on. I wish I knew how to like go faster with the screen and whatnot, but here we go. We got ourselves a barracks coming in with the mini base over here by Apple with the hero that's happening on the back end side that's coming out as well. So this is going to be a very tough matchup. Honestly, I think I know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to see how this turns out as a whole. And so Marines are going to go ahead and continue to grab resources around the map. Marine is being built over there. No Marine is being built. Douglas is being built, and a mini base is now being grabbed. And so Apple's still grabbing resources around the map with his 2 Marines, and it does look like GingerBrianMan is as well. Let's press the select button so we can see some more information. There we go. So here we can see what is going on. GingerBrianMan still has one of his points still available to him. And so right now, they still don't know much about each other as a whole, but the hero is now out on GingerBrianMan's side. And so, whoa, we have him on the follow, and he's very zoomed in when he plays. But hey, we learn something every day, don't we? And so right now he's still flowing a bunch of supply. Don't know what he's going to end up doing here. We're building quite the suspense. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Apple. He's grabbing some resources as well over here with his Marine. And now he's bringing it back to his base. And Commander Jerome is now going to be coming out. So right now we got ourselves a nice classic game over here happening between the two. They're usually my teammates, and this time they are playing against each other. This Spartan has been sitting here for a good like 1 minute now, and so things are actually starting to spice up. Both leaders are now out. We do have a Marine that's going to be on the garrison, so he has the vision of what Brian is doing. GingerBrianMan is doing, and so now the Spartan is starting to roll out with the other hero coming on the opposite side as well. It does look like I'm thinking he's going to try and make a play on the left hand side of where GingerBrianMan's base is, and he does have a Spartan set up. How much resources does he have? He doesn't have enough yet, but it does look like he's going to try and go after second base. He is starting to make the mass sentinel airs. I think this is what his strategy is going to be, but we're going to see how that plays out. Jerome is finally working on the nodes on this side of the map. So right now we got ourselves a little interesting play. So there's that second base that I was talking about. He's going after the nodes on both sides of the field right now. And so it's going to be interesting. If Apple doesn't see that a second base is being established, it's going to get a little bit rough. And another mini is being taken by GingerBrianMan. So Here's my play. You have this one Marine over here still working on the nodes to get that additional power. A little bit of a misplay here, trying to grab it before killing it. And with the Spartan, he's going to start clearing out this node over here while getting the power. And so right now there is no node advantage, but there is something to keep in mind. There is a bunch of snipers, 2 snipers, 3 snipers with some 2 Marines. But if you look at Brian's base right now, as it takes forever to scroll. Hey, if someone figures this out in the comments to scroll faster or something, let me know. He has 4 already in the air, and let's see if Apple has vision of this right now. He does have vision of this, so he knows what's going on. There's a 5th one in the air, and so GingerBrianMan has no idea this is happening right now, and so this is going to be very unfortunate once he gets caught here. But hey, a second base is being established. More supply pads are being made on the bases. Let's turn off the fog of war. Second base is now being established, and if you look at the cursor, Apple Pie was able to see what GingerBrianMan has, which is the Sentinels. Now, you may be wondering, oh my gosh, what level are these guys? Listen. We pay all respects to all levels. This right here, it is a strategy, all right? Whether we like it or not, it is a strategy. And you know what? It is fun to commentate this anticipation that's going to happen, because it's only going to come down to one battle, folks. I'm letting you know right now, we're going to be watching a long game just for one battle. But here we go. Nodes are being attacked over here at mid. 2 power nodes to 1 right now. And I don't really know why the audio has given out for this game, which is going to be very unfortunate, but it's not like we can really hear much as a whole. So GingerBrianMan's still working on getting the Sentinels. The Spartan is still just chilling there, and there he goes. He's double producing Sentinels now. But with more Marines coming into play, this is just going to get more and more difficult as a whole for GingerBrianMan to be able to do anything with what he's got. So we'll see what happens if a push is going to ensue over here. But let's take a look at what GingerBrianMan's doing. He's still making some units and upgrades as a whole. And now I think we're going to actually have a play over here with Apple Pie going to try and attack with the high ground over here. And so the Marines are coming in on the right hand side. Snipers are coming after the Spartan. I'm not sure he's going to be able to react on time. He's bringing his cursor in. The Spartan's going to start coming over to the side. Will he get the slam off on time? He does not. But now he has the Sentinel swarm that's coming down. But there's not. He doesn't have the right counter to this. There's no flamethrowers. It's actually infantry. GingerBrianMan said nice flamethrowers, but there is no flamethrowers. And looks like Spartan drop is happening with the Jerome, and all his mass air is coming down against the infantry, and combat mechanics is coming out with the infantry as well. This is not looking good for GingerBrianMan whatsoever. And now that he has Master Doms, I don't think we're going to be able to stop this whatsoever. This game is going to be practically over. Look at this march to victory now. The rest of his army's dead. GingerBrianMan does have 1,000 resources. Apple has, 2,000 resources going on for him. And it does look like this game is going to be coming to a close. But it's not over yet. He does have only 6 Marines coming his way. And it's all because of this hero right here. This hero Marine is what we're going to call it. Giving him vision of that area over there. So now turrets are going to be coming down. GingerBrianMan is going to go ahead and keep making these protector Sentinels, but unfortunately it's going to get taken out pretty hard. And so let's go ahead and see what this second base is being established. There's an air pad. We do have Tech 2 with the Master Doms. Quite the interesting build setup. Barracks is still going strong as well. But let's go ahead and take a look. He has himself a barracks over here, and it does look like this base is going to be taken care of. And so now Apple has a significant lead, but the question is, will he be able to have the confidence to finish it through, or will he be able to just be a little bit more cautious and just wait for that opportunity down the line? So right now, as we can see, flamethrowers are being made, as well as some nightingales. This is going to be an interesting unit comp that's happening. And even though Brian doesn't have that much, GingerBrianMan doesn't have that much resources, if you do look, Apple is still flowing about 1,000 supply, but he's getting near max pop. And so this is going to be a timing where he will probably get that max pop first to then be able to do something about this as a whole. So we're going to see Masterdoms are showing up, reinforcements are dragging in as well. He's working on his bases. GingerBrianMan's going to go ahead and get his hero right back out. And now with this combination of Hellbringers, Sentinels, and Nightingales, we just gotta wait to see what he does for Tech 4, because I mean Tech point 4 Tech point, you know what I mean, 4th leader point, there we go. Because if he decides to get the shields, it's going to make his army a little bit better. And with what's over here, if he has anti-vehicle turrets, which he does not, so let's find out what he uses for his 4th point if he chooses to use it. And he uses it for the shields. There we go. The Sentinels now have shields, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult. And so now Jerome is going to be heading on over for the attack over here. And the question is, will Apple be able to take this out? It is just one army, and one thing that we know is that Apple does have vision. He does have absolute vision of what the enemy has. So here we have it. The snipers are coming in for the engagement. Let's get rid of this follow camera. Sentinels are coming in pretty strong over here. And with the flamethrowers trying to assist, it's going to look pretty good. The Sentinel drop is coming in as well. And so right now he's actually doing a decent job clearing this out. And so it does look like GingerBrianMan is actually pushing this off. Jerome is coming off on a retreat. He's at the high ground. The Spartan is actually going to steal one of the Masterdoms. And GingerBrianMan actually has the upgrades for the Hellbringers. So he's going to have the lovely spread of the flames as well. This is quite the unit comp. The question is, will he put his infantry inside the Masterdom? That's going to be a great question. And I don't know if he's going to be able to or not, but I strongly suggest GingerBrianMan put some Hellbringers into his Masterdom just to have a little bit more spice into that army unit over there. But there's still going to be a nice back and forth pull that's happening right now with the Jerome. And he's looking to seal the deal. He's got himself a nice little surround going on right now. And right now, look at the vision. GingerBrianMan is trying to fall back to his base. And he does have turrets, at least 2 turrets. But I don't think this is going to be enough. Hellbringers are good, but I don't know. This is going to be a great counter to the mass airplay that's happening right now. Nightingales are trying to do work, but it doesn't look like it's doing much. And the upgrades that Apple Pie has right now is looking really, really strong. So it does look like this game is probably going to come to an end soon. But that's if he chooses to continue to keep the pressure up. And so right now the anti-infantry turrets are a problem, but what he needs right now is anti-vehicle turrets, not anti-infantry turrets. And so right now, even though those turrets are doing a little bit of damage on the Masterdom, it's not going to be enough to stop this from happening. And so it does look like the game is going to be coming to a close. Great Spartan slam, but he is taken out as a whole. And so the game is now over. If you want to resign, you absolutely can. This is just me just letting him know that he can resign. Game is over. This was a magnificent game that was played between GingerBrianMan and Apple Pie 57. It goes to show that mass air cannot work entirely all the time. Another mistake was that GingerBrianMan had no idea that Apple Pie had an infantry in his garrison providing all the vision. So that way that mass air surprise was not viable because he started off with snipers right away. And so, with that being said, hey, if you want your game commentated, doesn't matter what level you are, feel free to join the Discord if you want to do so. If not, it is all good. I'll find some other people to commentate as well. All levels of game. With that being said, have yourself a good one. Have yourself a splendid one. And until next time, check out my game dev stuff if you're interested in that. Join that Discord if you want to as well, and enjoy the rest of your day.